G'day, Laura Louise Love, psychologist and mum, here again. And we've just done a little baby blessing for little Joseph here today. And I'd love to talk to you in this picturesque location about the importance of self-care and proactively nurturing that most important relationship that we'll ever have in our lives, the one that we have with ourselves. And I know it might seem a bit indulgent and a bit selfish, but in this day and age, it really is essential. A lot of what we've been taught, especially as women, about well-being and nurturing and compassion is completely wrong. What we know in the research now is that the more we look after our health, our wellness and our vitality, the more joy, zest for life and vibrance that we feel, and the more we're able to actually be compassionate towards other people, to give fully, pure of heart, and not from a space of resentment or guilt. And you know, there's often that old adage that, you know, if a plane's going down, you tighten your own mask, your own oxygen mask first, rather than going to other people. And it's true. If you can't pour from an empty cup, so it's really important as women, if we want to have longevity in our well-being, in our careers, in our professions, and the kind of mother, wife, friend that we want to be, that we take this stuff seriously and build it into our lives. So one of the best models that I've come across when it comes to kind of understanding self-care and well-being, and maybe also understanding where you maybe have some stuck points and where you can improve your wellness, is by Ainsworth and Scorbini. A big study was done in Australia years back on compassion fatigue and burnout in carers. I think they might have been like Anglicare carers, pretty heavy duty work in homes. And they found that there were these 5 areas of self-care and well-being that were really important to nurture and look after. And it's probably the best model that I've come across, because I know if I ever feel out of balance in my life, one of these areas is often slipping. So I know that I maybe need to turbocharge focusing on that area to feel happy, healthy and well. So the 5 areas are: 1, emotional self-care. So that might be to do with, you know, setting boundaries, expressing to other people how we actually feel about something, rather than maybe just being a people pleaser and being nice. I've found over the years, being a therapist, that we can't really be nice to other people. We can only be kind. And kind is very different to being nice. It's a genuine form of expression that comes from inside us. So if we are kind to ourselves, we only really say yes when we want to, and we do for other people because we really want to, not out of guilt or being manipulated. So emotional self-care, super important. So if you're feeling angry, frustrated, and you know, emotionally very out of balance, it might be important to look into why that is. Psychological is another one. Spiritual is another one, you know, making time for awe, inspiration, meditation, prayer, whatever you're into. Time for wonderment. You know, we're designed to do more than work, pay bills and die. We're here to feel good and to love our lives, and to have those bubble up moments that really make you feel alive. So what do I have there? Emotional, psychological, spiritual. Workplace is also one. So making sure you set realistic timelines for yourself. You leave work on time. Make time for a break, connecting with colleagues. And there's one other area. So we've got emotional, psychological, spiritual, workplace and physical. So that's looking after the vessel that we've come here in. So getting plenty of sleep, exercise, and eating healthy and nourishing foods. Because if we don't take care of the skin that we're in here, we're not going to feel good. So I hope just identifying those 5 areas has helped you kind of screen through a lot of the self-care woo-woo stuff that's out there, and maybe just think about how to balance those key areas a little bit better, and it'll really help you feel more vital. And we really have a special time right now in history. It's a little bit unprecedented in our modern world, where we kind of have the chance to reset, to reboot, and to focus on us for a designated portion of time. So I hope these walk and talk videos are really helping you on that journey, now that we've got a bit more time at home to work on our self-development and wellness. So from this beautiful location, having another little nature walk, I'll see you next time. Namaste.